In this first shot, we have the shot of a back of a girl's legs on the left side of the screen, and on the right side of the screen it is totally black. The second shot is the left side of the screen is black, and on the right side we have a shot of the back of a rabbit. In the third shot, we combine both shots 1 and 2 into the same screen, and both characters begin walking. In the fourth shot, we see the girl walking from right to left. The rabbit is walking away from the camera. The girl has reached the door and has stopped, while the rabbit continues hopping. The split screen ends in the sixth shot, where both screens merge, and they both stand in front of a door. The door opens, we see a first-person view of what's inside the room, which is 4 soda cans. The camera is focused on the bottles so the characters would appear blurry. The girl then picks up one of the bottles. She opens the drink. Upon opening the cap, the entire room suddenly fills with lemon tea juice. The screen is full of lemon tea juice, and it covers the entire screen. Here we see the girl with the rabbit in a boat that's moving from left to right. Here we see a wide shot of the environment. The sun is constantly rotating, and we see a river. The boat comes into view of the camera and goes down the river. The girl sees a whole bunch of bottles floating on lily pads on the river and throws a hook to try to catch one of them. But what ends up happening is, because those bottles are caught in a whirlpool, she and the boat gets dragged into it as well. The characters now look really panicked and shocked that they're getting pulled in. The boat gets engulfed by the whirlpool. Here we have a bird's eye shot of the whirlpool from the air, with the boat completely engulfed and is now gone. The spiraling scene is kind of like a reef, and the camera goes over the reef and you see a floor bed full of grapes. Continuing from the previous shot, we see the girl and the bunny enter the scene from the left, and they're now swimming in a sea of grape juice. Here we have a closer shot of the two characters swimming from bottom to the top of the screen. And they come across a cave in the ocean. Inside this tunnel, the two characters come across a mound, and there's 3 kind of volcanic holes that are sticking out, one of which is being blocked by a bottle. The girl thinks the bottle is pretty interesting, so she tries to grab it, but it's lodged in there pretty tight, and the rabbit tries to help the girl pull it out. When the characters finally release the bottle from the mound, there is a pop sound effect, like as if you're opening the top of a carbonated drink bottle. The mound suddenly begins to grow, and the characters start to get pushed up by the mound. The characters go upwards, kind of through a volcano kind of tunnel. In this next shot, we have the camera kind of pointing at the sun, upwards at the sun, and from the bottom right of the screen there is a balloon that suddenly pops out, a hot air balloon. The balloon continues going up through this camera, and we see the two characters in the basket of the hot air balloon looking down at the scenery. Here we have an extreme wide shot of the entire horizon with the characters in the hot air balloon floating over it. The balloon goes over these 2 kind of mountains which look kind of like crepes with strawberries on top. After the characters pass through the mountains of crepes, they continue floating over the scenery. A bird with a parcel flies really close to the characters in the hot air balloon, and the girl grabs the bottle from the parcel. In this shot we have the close-up of the bottle in the girl's hands. The scenery turns to night, implying that the trip is almost to its end, and we see fireworks in the background. Here we have a really wide shot, an extreme wide shot of the scene where the girl and her rabbit is enjoying the drink in the hot air balloon as fireworks continue to go off in the background. This here is a extreme close-up of the moon. It's a transition scene, and slowly from there we pull back from it. Here the camera continues to move down until it stops, and we see a cherry blossom tree, and beneath it is a ice cube with the peach drink enclosed inside of it. Here the characters are at the bottom of the screen looking at the ice cube with the drink inside of it. They attempt to break the ice cube using a whole bunch of kung fu moves. Because the ice cube is not breaking, they prepare for one final big kung fu kick. Here we see the girl flying straight into the ice cube and kicks the ice cube and breaks it. There's a crack in it now. She grabs the drink in her hands, really proud of what she's accomplished. She holds the drink in her hand really high up, like she's won some kind of trophy, and releases the cap. and a lot of light comes out from the top of the cap, and the camera zooms away. The next shot is two really futuristic doors closing, reminding us that we are back in the lab. After the doors close, the doors open, and we have two lines of ending captions, 4 different flavors, 4 different journeys. And the final caption is Kegawi sodas. Which one will you choose?